Everybody, welcome to another Khan support video. This one's on missing numbers on the number line. So the key here is to figure out what your interval is, like what are you counting by. Remember, the distance from one of these lines to the next line is always the same value, right? So when we're looking at this particular situation here, as we go up, it's going to increase in value. As we go down, it's going to decrease in value. You have to ask yourself, how far is it from -1 to -3? And that would be -2, right? 2 down, right? So you just basically realize that this is the two sections here. Each one of those is basically worth -1. So the interval here is that you're counting by -1s. So when it asks here, the blue dot is at what value on the number line, you're just going to continue to count by -1. So -3 plus a -1 is -4, plus a -1 is -5, plus a -1 is -6. So the blue dot would be at -6. So we go -6. On this one here, it's left to right. To the left is getting smaller, to the right is getting bigger, to the left is negative, to the right is positive. So we ask ourselves, what's the distance from -7 to -3? Well, that's a distance of 4, right? So if you add 4 to -7, you're going to get -3. So that means that there's two intervals, right? That is the value of 4. Well, what's 4 divided by 2? 2. So that means that you're counting by 2s. So as you move to the right, you're adding 2. And as you move to the left, you're adding a -2 or taking away 2. So this blue dot over here is 2 to the right of -3. So what you're really doing is saying -3 plus 2 is -1. -1 plus 2 is going to be +1. So the blue dot here is +1. So the key is to first find the value of the interval, like what are you counting by, what is each distance worth, and then apply it appropriately. If you go to the right, you're increasing by that distance. If you go to the left, you're decreasing by that distance. Here, up is positive and down is negative. So from -10 to -6, you're going to be going up 4 because -10 plus 4 is -6. Now there's two sections here, so we're going to divide that distance, that value of 4, into two parts. 4 divided by 2 is 2. You're counting by 2's here. So as you go up, you're adding 2, and as you go down, you'll be taking away 2 or adding a -2. So -6 plus 2 is -4. -4 plus 2 is -2. -2 plus 2 is going to be 0. So the value of the blue question mark would be 0. Here you're looking at a distance that's two intervals from 3 to 9. How far is it from 3 to 9? You'd have to add 6 to 3 to get to 9. That means that this distance is going to be 6. And it's broken into two parts, so 6 divided by 2 is 3. That means you're counting by 3's. 3, 6, 9, and so on and so forth. As you go to the right, you're adding 3. As you go to the left, you're taking away 3 or adding a -3. So the blue dot is on the left. We're going to be taking away 3 for each of the intervals. So 3 plus -3 is 0. 0 plus -3 is -3. So the blue question mark is a value of -3. And that's how you do it.